welcome to the Vintage Needle Crafter. My name is Laura, and welcome back if you're new here. Welcome back if you are a returning subscriber, and welcome if you are new here. Okay, this week I have a couple of finished objects that I want to share with you, and I also have a couple of acquisitions that I mentioned in my last video, and now they have become my current whips. I did not make a podcast last week. I was out sick. Had quite a nasty little sinus head cold, but all better now. First off, what I'm wearing. Ta-da! I finally finished it. This is the My Version Ranunculus. This was the unspun project that I was working on with my pattern. I called it My Version Ranunculus. Still in the making of that tutorial for all of you. But yeah, I finally got this finished and it fits wonderful. I am amazed at how well this turned out. I am amazed of how the fabric looks after blocking. It's just, it's so smooth and it's so soft. It's sort of feels like a soft merino, although it's Corriedale. But it feels like merino with a bit of mohair in. I really would encourage you to try knitting something that is with unspun wool if you can. You'll have wonderful results. I was really surprised. I really am surprised at how well this turned out. I love the color. I love the fit. Yeah. This is going to be one of my favorites. It's breathable. I'm not too hot in this. Amazing. Yeah. So this is the My Version Ranunculus. That's the back. I did have enough to make the proper length. As I mentioned in my last video, I did not have enough to do the all the way down to the cuff, the long sleeves. But as warm as I usually am all winter, that's not a problem for me. Okay. Now, the next finished object I have to share with you is the skirt that I finished. I'm not sure if I can get all this on camera, but here it is. That's the bottom. This is the Wavy Skirt by Cardigan Designs. I just put that elastic in that waist there. Go give her a check out. This is a really nice skirt, wonderful for a fall and winter because I made mine with wool. Just some leftovers that I had, but there's that. So those are the two finished objects that I have done. It's been quite unusual weather we've had here. We've had up and down temperatures. It's probably why I caught cold in the first place, because we went from 80 degrees on down to like in the 50s for daytime highs. Wasn't prepared for that, so that's usually how it happens. Okay, now for the whips that I have on my needles. These two that I'm going to show you first were acquisitions. These two were acquisitions that I had in my last video for fall, and I have casted them on. And this is the first one. This is the Dervla sweater. You know, and I wasn't sure about the colors that I chose at first. I'm doing this in, let's see, Yarnspirations, the Bernat Super Value. This one is called Grass, and the other color I have is Garnet. But yeah, I'm loving the process on this. It's really nice. Here's a picture of that when it's all completed. That one was green and white, but I did not have, with the color of the green, the light green that I chose for this, I just wasn't quite sure about putting in white because the instructions say that you are to make sure that your color contrast is really contrasty. You know what I mean? A very light color and a very dark color. But there's that. That's my progress so far on that. The Derbla sweater, and I think this is by Yarnspirations as well. So I love anything that's a burgundy color on me. That's one of my favorite colors. And I chose that color, this color here. I also have it in my second current whip. Okay, but yes, that's the Derbla sweater, and that was just a couple days progress. I really can just zoom right through color work once I'm by myself and can fully concentrate. Okay, the second one that I have, this one I talked about in my last video. It was the Brioche Cardigan by Hey Carrie. And this is my progress so far on this. I think that's the bottom. But I love this stitch. I tried working brioche, as I said before, I've tried working brioche and knitting, and it's quite difficult to do. Okay, just stitch on that. And I think the way this is going, the pattern is it's worked up and down this way. So you're working across this way when you're working it, and then it's going to be all in one piece. This is coming up to the back. This is the front, and it should overlap. The pattern says it should overlap so it envelopes you because there's no buttons on this cardigan. But there's that. It's coming around the back. It's coming along quite nicely, and this stitch, when you're doing it, it makes your fabric very thick, so it will be very warm and comfortable, which is why I chose acrylic, not wool, because it's easy care. So that's that. So those are the only two whips that I have going on for the acquisitions that I mentioned. The only other thing that I have on my hook right now, this is crochet as well. This is my zigzag blanket. I haven't had a lot of time to work on this in the evenings. I've been working on other things, as you can see. But I will get going on this more because it's kind of a nice project just to cuddle up with at night and sit, and the pattern is so simple. It's just I got it upside down. I'm sorry. The pattern is just 7 up, 3 in the top stitch, and 7 down. So once you learn the zigzag pattern, and you could do however many ups and downs that you desire. You can do the width however long you desire. I think a few videos back I put my sister's pattern out there for that, so I'm not sure which video it was. But anyway, you just have to figure out the counts, and I do believe there's patterns out there on the internet, on YouTube probably for that. So it's a very easy pattern where you could just sit and watch television or YouTube or anything like that, or your computer. You don't have to think about, your stitches and your stitch counts, unlike this, where you have to be in quiet to do this. So, how is everyone? I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're not all under the weather or sick. Hope you're staying healthy. Has anyone attended any wool and sheep festivals this year? I know Rhinebeck is coming up, but that's in New York. I don't travel. I haven't been to any wool and sheep festivals, but possibly in the future. I know Rhinebeck is way too far for me to travel. That's in New York and I don't fly. I'm hoping maybe sometime this winter I would like to cast on a colorwork sweater that I want to design. I want to do some artwork for that and come up with something of my own. But I think that's it for today. That's all I had to share with you. Just what I've been up to and feeling much better. And I'm really, this is my prize. This is my specialty. I really am loving this sweater. And the way I drafted this, because when you do, when you're working with roving, and you can get roving on Amazon, you can even get Corriedale, you can even get merino wool on Amazon, and you can get it dyed in whatever color. You can get 2 different colors and put them together to make your own unique design that's barber pulled, has that striping. You could just get plain white and dye it yourself. This is what I've done. This was a mouse brown color, and I just over dyed it with some reds, burgundies, and oranges to make it a little bit more to my liking. But you can do this. I would love to hear about if you try it and what you make. Please share. But this was very nice and light because like I said, when I was drafting it, I pulled it out thin enough to where, not too thin to where it was going to break, but thin enough to where it would make like between a number, I would say a sport weight. I would say a sport weight. Maybe a little bit thinner. Maybe, I don't know, maybe between a sport weight and lace weight. I don't know. It's hard to tell when you're just doing your own. But I noticed with my pattern, I had to add definitely more stitches in the round. I had to go from 200 to 225 up here. And then just bring it down with more stitches in the round. As I got done with the yoke from my pattern, I just brought it down and did more, increase the stitches, what I'm trying to say. My brain is muddled today. I think it's from all the illness and it just exhausted me. That cold just exhausted me. Took my energy right away, but I'm glad I'm feeling better now, so I'm in that recuperation stage. But anyway, I don't want to be on here too long, but I hope you're all doing well and stay healthy. Stay healthy. Get the sunshine when you can. And pray for Israel and everything. I know that's a pretty bad situation over there, and I don't too much get into these topics on my channel, but I've been praying for them and hoping everything turns out for the best. And I hope you all have a wonderful week, and that's all I have for you today. So please be sure to like and subscribe, and feel free to share my videos. I would love that. But I thank you all for being here, and have a wonderful day.